You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days fans. So Johnny DiMera is tormenting himself with visions of his wife and her co-star doing the deed all over the place. And it looks like he might do some adultery himself and then find out he made a terrible misstep. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to dive into a big twist that may be coming in Johnny and Chanel Dupree's marriage. But first, please click subscribe if you're not following us. If you are current on your Days of Our Lives episodes, you may already know that Johnny DiMera is insanely jealous about Chanel working so closely with that fine hunk of man meat, Alex Kiriakis. I mean, it doesn't get much hotter than Robert Scott Wilson. Am I right? So Johnny's been having nightmares about Alex and Chanel doing the deed in their bed and all over. And that was even before Johnny walked in on Alex getting frisky with some lucky lady in the hospital bed, which was on the set of Body and Soul. And of course, we all know it was Stephanie Johnson making the two-back beast with Alex, not Chanel. But Johnny doesn't know that. And even worse was that his wife Chanel was downstairs in the ER getting checked out because she threw her back out tying her shoe. Been there, done that. Am I right? When I threw my back out, I was tying my shoe and I sneezed. You never want to do those two things together when you're over 40. Kayla's boss warned Johnny not to walk into that room, but he did. And he saw Alex's bare back and all the wiggling around and decided his wife was being unfaithful because of his own paranoia. And since then, Johnny's been a snarky jerk to her. He thinks Alex is the one who threw out Chanel's back, which definitely sounds like a more fun way to get a backache than tying your sneakers. Johnny then had another nightmare about them doing the deed at the office where he works, and that led him to rip up a promo poster for the soap. So my Days leaker sent me some info, several weeks ago, saying that Johnny and Chanel's marriage is about to hit a rough patch, rougher than it already is because of a new girl coming to Salem. And at the time I didn't talk about it because I was kind of like, why would Johnny get involved with some other woman? And now things have changed and the leak starts to make more sense to me. So that's why I'm talking about it now. So this gorgeous new woman heading our way is Joy Wesley, sister of Chloe Lane, daughter of Craig and Nancy Wesley. Joy was a baby that Nancy gave birth to so she could donate bone marrow to save her big sister Chloe's life. She's what they call a savior sibling, one that they breed specifically to donate life-saving material to an older sibling. She was born in 2003 and hasn't been seen much since then. But now they've cast adult Alex Ann Hopkins in the role of Joy, and she is gorgeous. So her mom, Nancy, brings beautiful Joy to town and talks Johnny Kiriakis into getting her daughter an audition to get her onto the soap opera that is shooting in Salem. And that puts Joy on a collision course to meet Johnny, who is jealous and feels betrayed by his wife Chanel and her scene partner Alex. To make things worse, Johnny thinks they are laughing at him behind his back while lying to his face. And Chanel told Johnny she was headed to the bakery on a recent episode, but instead she snuck over to Alex's place to get him to help plan Johnny's surprise birthday party. She wants to do it at work so the DiMera servants don't blab and ruin the surprise. So Alex agreed to help, and Chanel knows he's seeing Stephanie because she busted the Body and Soul PR chick on her way out of his place doing her walk of shame. So while their discussion was happening, Johnny was at the bakery where Chanel said she was going to be grilling Felicity, who was with her brother Mark, asking, have you seen Chanel? Because she said she was coming here, and Felicity said, no, she hasn't been here. So Johnny kept looking. So Chanel was leaving Alex's place and was telling him that Johnny is clueless, but Chanel meant about the surprise party. but Johnny had gone over there looking for his wife. He was eavesdropping and assumed that Chanel was talking to Alex about him being clueless about their secret affair, which is, of course, a non-existent affair. And on next week, on Tuesday the 22nd, Nancy and Joy are in Salem, the same day that Johnny is lying to his wife, Chanel. And then on Wednesday the 23rd next week, Bonnie gets Abe to agree to let Joy audition. So Johnny may be part of that. Also on Wednesday, Marlena sees that something is really wrong with Johnny. And that same day, Chanel and Alex are working to get the big surprise ready for Johnny. And that means Chanel's hubby might think that she is sneaking around with Alex to do some more naughty things because they are going to be whispering while they're plotting about the party. So will Johnny overstep and get way too close to Joy because he's so angry and jealous? I say this because the spoiler for Thursday, October the 24th says that Johnny is horrified to find out he was wrong about Chanel sleeping with Alex. And it's the word horrified that has me so interested. Is Johnny horrified because he makes a scene at the party and accuses Chanel of cheating, and then she blows up at him because she went to so much effort to make his birthday nice, and then he's gone and ruined it by making these sketchy accusations? Or is Johnny horrified because he was so sure that Chanel was cheating with Alex that he turned around and he slept with beautiful new girl Joy for payback, only to find out that he's the only one cheating in their marriage and he has gone and messed up in a big way? That would certainly be horrifying. Either one of those would be horrifying. So either way it goes, this should be a really good twist. As for Alex, his latest bed buddy, Stephanie, insists that they are better off as friends. So, Chanel might circle back to Alex for some revenge nookie of her own if indeed Johnny does hook up with Joy Wesley. So this could get super duper messy really soon. And on any soap opera, they never let couples stay happy for too long. And it seems like it is Johnny and Chanel's turn to have a whole bunch of trouble coming their way.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.